The late Billy Graham said, "I don't believe we can survive without hope. What oxygen is to the lungs, hope is to our survival in this world." Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Bengtson, a board-certified clinical neuropsychologist, international speaker, and author of Hope Prevails, Insights from a Doctor's Personal Journey Through Depression, and the newly released companion Bible study, the Hope Prevails Bible Study. By 2020, depression will be our greatest epidemic worldwide. In their lifetime, 1 in 4 will be diagnosed with depression. I wrote Hope Prevails as a resource to extend beyond the 4 walls of my private practice to provide help, hope, and healing to those who are struggling in the pit of depression. But imagine being the doctor and thinking you had all the answers, only then to struggle and fall into the pit of depression yourself. I tried all the answers that I had provided to my patients for over 20 years. I tried medication, therapy, exercise, diet, and rest, only to find out that those things helped. They did, but they didn't eradicate the depression that I suffered. That's when I cried out to God and asked Him, what is the missing piece? It was then that I went on a journey because I felt like the Lord said, Michelle, unless you treat the spiritual roots of disease, it's like you are putting a Band-Aid on an infection and hoping that it gets well. That's when I realized we have to address the spiritual roots of conditions like depression and anxiety if we truly want to get to the root of the problem and find help, hope, and healing. That's what I have written about in this book, Hope Prevails. In that journey, I realized that we really do have an enemy who, according to John 10:10, seeks to steal, kill, and destroy. But thank goodness for the second part of that verse that says, but I have come that they might have life and have it to the full, because that is where our hope comes from. But you see, in the case of depression, we do have an enemy, and that enemy seeks to steal our joy and kill our peace and destroy our identity. But there are things that the enemy cannot do with respect to depression, and that's what I share about in my book, Hope Prevails, and how we can defeat the enemy of our soul. And as a result of reader requests saying, take us deeper into the Word, I've written the companion, the Hope Prevails Bible Study, to go even deeper to see, what does God say about depression? What does God say about the enemy of our soul? And what are the limits that God puts on both the enemy and depression? And how do we truly find His help, hope, and healing? Will you go with me into the pages of Hope Prevails and the Hope Prevails Bible Study to find help, hope, and healing for depression, whether it's for yourself or a loved one that you care about? Because truly, as long as I have breath, I will continue to declare that because of Him, hope prevails.